It was an ordinary morning at one of the nation's most prestigious companies, until a single warning from a young boy changed everything. A boy whose family cleaned the very offices the CEO walked through yelled, "Don't get into the car!" What happened next would stun the entire corporation, reveal shocking betrayals, and leave every employee questioning who they could trust. This is a story of courage, quick thinking, and the consequences of underestimating those society tells you to ignore. Marcus Williams, 12, was the son of Sandra Williams, a dedicated cleaning supervisor at Harper Tech Industries, a multi-billion-dollar tech company. Every day, Marcus walked his mother into work before heading to school. Today, something fell off. As CEO Jonathan Harper stepped out to leave for a high-profile meeting, Marcus froze, eyes wide. The sleek black SUV waiting at the curb was familiar, the same one Harper had used countless times. But something about the driver's demeanor sent chills down his spine. "Don't get into the car," Marcus shouted, running toward the CEO. Employees froze. Phones were raised. Harper turned, confused and slightly annoyed. "Marcus, what on earth are you talking about?" But Marcus's voice trembled with urgency. "It's not safe. Please don't get in." At first, Harper laughed. Surely a child couldn't know danger like this. But as he glanced at the SUV, something caught his eye. The license plate was slightly altered, an extra number inserted that didn't match any of his fleet records. The driver, normally professional and familiar, had nervous, twitchy movements. There was a small, almost imperceptible device attached under the dashboard, blinking red. Harper's personal security team, alerted by the sudden commotion, rushed over. One of the guards examined the vehicle and froze. "Sir, this isn't your driver, and this car's rigged." A child's warning had revealed what adults failed to notice, a potentially lethal threat hidden in plain sight. Every second mattered. Harper acted instantly. Without hesitation, he stepped back, signaling a security team to sweep the car. The driver, noticing the hesitation, tried to force the door open, but the guards blocked him. Within moments, they secured the area, evacuated employees, and called local authorities. Harper's calm in the chaos stunned everyone. Employees whispered, "He's handling this like it's a crisis of life or death, because it is." Marcus, trembling but relieved, watched the CEO kneel down, placing a hand on his shoulder. "You saved me today," Harper said, a rare note of humility in his voice. The SUV, once fully inspected, revealed a shocking truth. It had been tampered with to malfunction at high speed, potentially causing a fatal accident. The device under the dashboard was traced to an outside contractor, someone who had access to Harper Tech's fleet, security, and schedules. The fingerprints on the device didn't match any employee records. They belonged to someone who had been quietly working behind the scenes for months, gathering information on the CEO's movements. A child's instincts had prevented a tragedy, but the deeper conspiracy revealed how close betrayal and danger had come. Someone inside the company had planned this meticulously, counting on no one noticing until it was too late. The SUV had been neutralized, but the danger had only just begun. Marcus's warning had revealed the first layer. Yet beneath the surface, a conspiracy within the company was unfolding, one that threatened not just the CEO, but everyone around him. And the people plotting it were closer than anyone suspected. After analyzing security footage and internal logs, Harper Tech's IT team discovered encrypted messages planted in the CEO's calendar system and company servers. The messages were traced to a seemingly trustworthy executive, Richard Lawson, head of operations. His credentials allowed him access to schedules, vehicles, and sensitive company data. One of the messages hinted at a larger plan. Tonight, the first move succeeds. Ensure the boy is silenced. The threat wasn't random. It had been meticulously planned by someone with insider knowledge. And Marcus, the boy who had saved the CEO's life, was now a target in a game he barely understood. That evening, Marcus noticed subtle clues others missed. Strange calls to his mother's phone, with no number displayed. Security cameras in the parking lot being tampered with. An unfamiliar car circling the block repeatedly. Marcus whispered to his mother, "They're watching us. I think they want me or my warning to stop." Sandra, though terrified, decided to trust her son's instincts. She relayed all observations to the CEO, who immediately ordered heightened security around the Williams family. The shocking twist came when Harper Tecca's trusted head of security, Thomas Reynolds, was discovered to be complicit. Surveillance footage revealed Reynolds had communicated with Lawson late at night. He had provided access to building entry codes and vehicle schedules. His betrayal was so thorough that even the CEO's security team was partially compromised. Even in a company where everyone seemed loyal, the enemy was embedded in plain sight. Marcus's warning had saved the CEO once, but the real threat was now inside the organization itself. Late that night, Marcus and Sandra were escorted to a safe location within the company campus. Lawson, unaware they had been relocated, sent another operative to intercept them. Marcus, alert and quick-thinking, noticed the operative approaching from the shadows. He used his knowledge of the campus layout to create diversions and mislead the intruder. The operative was caught by Harper Tech security, confirming that the danger was immediate and deadly. Marcus's courage and awareness had already saved lives twice, but each move now carried more risk. The conspirators were relentless, and one misstep could be fatal. The warning had been real. The SUV had been a test, a distraction, and now the full scope of the conspiracy was emerging. Marcus's instincts had saved lives, but the people plotting against the CEO had allies in places no one expected, and the clock was ticking toward a potentially deadly event. Through deep dives into Harper Tecca's internal servers, Marcus, Sandra, and CEO Harper uncovered a shocking revelation. Lawson was not acting alone. Key board members and contractors were secretly collaborating, planning to manipulate the company's finances and endanger the CEO. Encrypted messages revealed the plot involved tampering with multiple company vehicles and sabotaging critical systems to create chaos. Evidence suggested that the original SUV incident had been a trial run, a precursor to a larger, more dangerous scheme. Voiceover. It wasn't just a rogue employee. It was a coordinated network, waiting for the right moment to strike. Marcus and the CEO were now facing conspiracy that had taken months to plan, and every second counted. Late that night, as Marcus and Sandra worked on a secure laptop, the office lights flickered. The building's fire alarms blared suddenly, an apparent distraction. Harper immediately realized it was no accident. He mobilized security to check all areas while keeping Marcus and Sandra safe. Security found a second SUV tampered in the underground garage, identical to the first. Hidden cameras showed Lawson himself inspecting the vehicle hours earlier. Marcus noticed subtle marks on the walls, a secret path the conspirators could use to access restricted areas. Every warning Marcus had given before proved accurate. The danger was escalating, and the conspirators were confident, bold, and dangerously organized. One mistake could cost lives. The shocking twist came when one of Harper's most trusted assistants, Karen Mitchell, was discovered to have been feeding information to Lawson's network. Emails hidden in draft folders revealed she had been communicating critical scheduling and security details. Her motives were unclear. Some files suggested bribery, others hinted at personal vendettas. Her involvement confirmed that Marcus's warning was just the beginning. Multiple insiders were compromising safety from within. The people you trust can become the ones who betray you most completely. Marcus's courage had exposed the first danger, but the hidden network threatened to undermine everything from within. Harper and Marcus quickly developed a plan. Identify and isolate all compromised personnel. Monitor digital activity to track the conspirators in real time. Use Marcus as an intelligence asset. His keen instincts and observational skills were unmatched. They set a trap. Fake a vulnerability in the security system to lure Lawson and his allies into a controlled environment where they could be caught in the act. With the countdown ticking and the conspirators watching their every move, Marcus Johnson and CEO Jonathan Harper were in a high-stakes race. Every second mattered. Every decision carried the weight of lives, and the hidden enemies were ready to strike at the first sign of weakness. Harper's team created a fake vulnerability in the company's security network, designed to draw Lawson and his allies into the open. Digital decoys, false vehicle schedules, and phantom alerts were deployed. Marcus monitored surveillance feeds, alerting security to any unusual movements. Harper coordinated with local law enforcement. ready to intervene at the precise moment. Voiceover. The plan was bold, dangerous, and depended on the instinct of a 12-year-old boy who had already proven he could see what adults overlooked. As predicted, Lawson attempted to exploit the vulnerability. He accessed a restricted area expecting empty corridors, but Harper's team lay in wait. Security cameras captured every move, alerting officers to intercept, just as Lawson tried to destroy evidence. The team blocked all exits. Voiceover. The conspirator, confident and calculated, had underestimated the combination of courage, strategy, and meticulous observation. Marcus's warning, intelligence, and bravery had set the stage for justice. At the critical moment, another betrayal emerged, but not in the way expected. Karen Mitchell, previously exposed as complicit, stepped forward and revealed she had been coerced by threats from an outside contractor working with Lawson. She provided critical evidence linking multiple conspirators to a broader plan targeting Harper Tech's executives. With her help, Harper was able to secure additional digital evidence and prevent a secondary plot to endanger Marcus. In a world filled with betrayal, sometimes courage also comes from those who finally choose to do the right thing. Even when compromised, a single act of honesty can shift the balance in life or death situations. The conspirators have been exposed, but their final move was still unknown. Marcus Johnson, a 12-year-old boy whose courage had already saved lives, now faced the most dangerous threat yet. One wrong step could undo everything they had fought for. Lawson had one last contingency, a remotely triggered system in the building's logistics network capable of causing a catastrophic accident in the CEO's office tower. Hidden accomplices outside the company ready to intervene if anyone tried to stop him. False digital trails designed to mislead Harper and his security team. It wasn't just about tampering with cars anymore. This was a high-level scheme that could have put hundreds of lives at risk. The stakes were now life and death, and Marcus's warning had to guide the final plan. Marcus proposed a daring solution. Use decoy systems to trick Lawson into activating contingency prematurely. Simultaneously, Harper security and law enforcement would isolate the conspirators. Marcus would act as a human sensor, observing movements and relaying critical intel in real time. A boy's instinct, combined with strategy and intelligence, was now at the center of corporate survival. Courage alone wasn't enough. It had to be paired with brains and timing. As Lawson attempted to trigger contingency, Marcus noticed an irregularity. The activation was happening in real time, but he spotted a glitch in the network's timing. Harper, guided by Marcus's observation, sent a security team to intercept. Lawson's accomplices were caught red-handed, some trying to escape, others frozen in shock. Voiceover. The conspirators, confident and prepared, had underestimated a 12-year-old boy's vigilance. Every move Marcus had made to this point had built to this moment of decisive action. Just when it seemed the threat was over, another revelation came. Karen Mitchell, previously coerced, disclosed that an external hacker had been in communication with Lawson. This hacker had been manipulating building systems remotely, meaning the danger was not fully contained. Harper and Marcus realized they had seconds to neutralize the digital threat before any systems could be activated. Even after catching conspirators, danger remained. The enemy had layers, and Marcus's courage, awareness, and quick thinking were still the company's last line of defense. Using quick logic, Marcus identified the hacker's digital signature and directed Harper to disconnect key nodes in the network. The countdown halted with only seconds to spare. Remote access was severed, leaving Lawson and his allies powerless. Law enforcement swooped in to secure the building and arrest remaining conspirators. A boy's insight, a CEO's decisiveness, and a team's readiness had prevented catastrophe. The threat was neutralized, and justice was finally delivered. Lawson and his allies faced criminal charges and company sanctions. Harper Tech implemented new security protocols and transparency measures. Marcus and his mother were publicly recognized for their bravery and awarded scholarships and accolades. The company and community learned that vigilance and courage can come from the most unexpected people, and that integrity and intelligence can overcome threats from even the most powerful. Marcus Johnson's courage had changed a company, saved lives, and revealed that even the smallest voice can prevent disaster. His actions remind us that awareness, bravery, and moral clarity are invaluable, and sometimes heroic acts come from those least expected. As the celebration settled, Marcus received an anonymous envelope with a single note. "You stopped us once, but others are watching. Stay alert. Your next warning may come too late." The immediate danger was gone, but Marcus knew that vigilance never ended. Courage and awareness were his armor, and the world had just begun to test it. The fight for justice was never truly over. Subscribe for more interesting and powerful stories.